On guys, Trey coming back at your screen by means of the World Wide Web, and today for you guys we are going to get into another 7-star review of a global exclusive unit. Alright, today we're going to talk about none other than the Neptunian King himself, big homie Trident. Alright, so real quick, let me tell you what you need to evolve him from 6 to 7-star. That would be a Water Maker God, Miracle Totem, Water Totem, Metal Mimic, Water Bulb, and for some reason only 500,000 Zell. At least when I evolved them, it only cost 500,000 Zell. I thought 7 stars took 1.5 million Zell, but it's not Trident. It's the same for Ultor too, so I don't know what happened with those two, but that's it, bro. That's all you need for them. Alright, so majority of the information off to the left side of the screen. Once again, guys, we'll just get into the specifics. Alright, his extra skill, Soul of the Leviathan, it boosts his BB gauge by 3 BCs each turn, but in order to activate that you have to have his sphere equipped. Here you see it's called Trident's Trident. Alright, if you don't know how to get his sphere, I've already made a video on that, guys. Go check out the video. It shows you exactly what you need to do in order to get your hands on these spheres for these very powerful global 7-star exclusive units. Okay, his BB is called Torrential Sanctuary. Alright, so at BB level 10 he put up an Earth Shield for 2 turns that creates 2500 HP and 3000 defense. Alright, and also you get a gradual recovery of HP for 3 turns. You usually heal around 2000 HP plus 10% of the unit's recovery. Alright, now you got his SBB here, Cerulean Bastille, I'm gonna call it, not even sure on that. But he creates a more powerful shield. Alright, 3000 HP, 3000 defense at max level. He also boosts the BC and HC drop rate by 30%, and then he boosts defense by 140%. So very freaking OP SBB Trident has. This guy's a monster. You just have to be careful because he has some mechanics with his shield that you have to watch out for. We'll explain that in just a bit. His UBB is called Oceanic Grandiose, guys, and I really like this UBB. I just want to mention, okay. So you see off to the left side what it does. Here's the great thing about it, guys. Okay, when he put up this Earth Shield, it creates an Earth Shield with 20,000 HP, guys. 20,000 HP. I'm gonna be honest with you. I usually only use his UBB when I know a powerful attack is coming up. Alright, and against the units that I've been fighting, I have yet to see anything deplete that shield completely. The turns go by and the shield disappears before I see an enemy deplete that shield. Now, am I saying it's impossible for that to happen? Not at all, okay? Not at all. But that freaking shield is powerful as heck, guys. Like, it's real. It's the real deal. Let me just put it that way. Okay, I really like his UBB for that. It also boosts the BB gauge fill rate by 50% for 3 turns, and then you also have a 30% chance to reduce the enemy's attack and defense by 80%. All right, which is pretty freaking huge. That's a huge reduction in attack and defense. Like, you just almost strip the enemy down to the bare bones without their attack and defense. So super duper OP UBB for sure. But Trident, I mean, this guy's been OP ever since his 6-star came out a while back. So he was a little redundant for a while because he was kind of getting overpowered by newer 7-star units, but now they released his 7-star in global and he's a beast once again. Definitely back up at the top of the line with the meta units. This guy's in, okay. I'm personally just missing a few attack imps on him. Alright, mine's at 320. His max attack imp stat is 440, so I'm gonna probably be using some imp keys here. I'm waiting for the next half vortex dungeon week or whatever to come around, and then we'll be able to finish him off. So definitely looking forward to that. But Trident is that guy. Alright, if you got Trident, get him a 7-star immediately. This guy's a beast. He's very freaking powerful. OP 7-star unit, like unbelievably powerful. But let me just talk about the mechanics of his shield real quick. Now, I don't know it front, back, in, and out. There's just a couple things I do know about his shield, okay? One thing, while his shield is active, any other defense boosts will not stack with his shield, okay? So don't think you're just gonna make some super fort squad by putting his shield and then stacking defense boosts all on top of it. Not gonna work. Alright. They're not letting it happen. Alright. And another thing, while Trident shield is up, guarding your unit, completely ineffective. Don't even waste your time guarding with Trident shields up, because it is completely ineffective. Alright. Now, that information is not my own. I actually got it from a Reddit user. I'll see if I can find the link and put it in the description below, so you'll be able to read more of his shield mechanics for yourself. Alright, but this guy here, very, very OP unit. You just have to be careful about his shield, guys. It's actually not a good thing to have his shield up in certain situations, okay? Otherwise, this guy's a very powerful and OP unit. So let's go ahead and take him out for our test drive. You know what time it is. And my Trident is max to the max to the max, so we'll be able to view everything about this guy, okay? So let's see who I'm gonna bring with me. Let's bring in my buddy Fever here, so we can get them BB gauges up. And we'll be able to check out King Trident completely. Attack animation, BB, SBB, UBB, all that. So first, let's start with his attack animation. Here we go. See, he don't even move anymore. Just let them water dragons and all that do all the work. Alright, let's go upside his head here. It's Sparky. So we can check out his BB. Sweet. Okay. Alright, now let's check out Trident's BB. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention too, 6-star Trident's max BC cost for BB and SBB was 69. Alright, they showed a little more mercy this time around with Trident. Alright, it's not as bad this time around. They reduced it by 10, so it's 59 now. So his BC cost isn't as high, thank goodness. Even at 69 though, I mean, it was worth it, but he's a 7-star, so he's stronger now. You know, they got to show him a little mercy. But here goes the BB, guys. Here we go. Torrential Sanctuary. So you see your bars turn purple. That's because he puts that shield up, that earth shield, and it's bada boom, bada bing time. Alright, so that was the BB for you. Pretty strong stuff there. Put up a nice shield for the squad. Help with survival. Alright, so let's see if we can build up his SBB now. Should be able to by smacking this Mossy upside the head. Alright, there he is, nice and full. Alright, so here we go. Let's use his SBB, Cerulean Bastille. Shoink. About to get real. That's it. Attack and put a powerful shield up. That's the boy. So yeah, Trident is the real deal, guys, in case you didn't know. He's really, really good now. Like I said, at least in my personal experience, it's not always best to use him for everything though. Because of the mechanics of his shield, you have to be careful sometimes when you put it up, okay? Have to be careful. But let's go ahead and knock out this junk mob battle. Let's get on to the boss so we can unleash that UBB. That super duper OP UBB. Okay, here we go. Activate overdrive. Pew. Okay. Guard the crew. A little attack. Alright, here we go, guys. Oceanic Grandiose. Big hits. So that UBB is super OP, guys. Like, that shield is just near impenetrable. Like, seriously. You pair that junk up with some damage mitigation, there's just, oh my goodness, there's no way. That shield does not deplete. Does not deplete, man. 20,000 HP. Crazy. Alright, that's our test drive of Neptunian Tridon. Very beast unit. Get your hands on him. He's really good, guys. Alright, so let's do our pros and cons here. Okay. Alright, so first let's talk about Trident's overall usefulness. Alright, quest mode, yep. Arena, yep. Trials, yep. All that. This guy is pretty much literally good for almost anything. Like I said, it's just some things you have to be careful about when you have his shield up because of the way his shield works. Alright. One example I'll give you guys, I was doing Frontier Gate against Fallen God Lagzal, which is floor number 6, battle number 29, and I had his shield up mitigation and all that, and that guy wiped me right the heck out. Alright, because of the mechanics of Trident shield. And you'll see it on the Reddit users. I have his link in the description. But on the attack that depletes Trident's shield, alright, that specific attack and that attack only, even if the enemy attacks multiple times, every attack after the initial attack will go to the regular unit's defense. But when the attack that depletes the shield, until that specific attack is depleted, I believe it doesn't factor in your unit's defense statistic at all, or something like that. You'll see it in the Reddit, guys. Make sure you go check out that link. It explains Trident shield very well on how it works now. So make sure you know that, so you know what you're getting into when you're using Trident, alright? Because you'll end up setting yourself up for failure if you don't know how it works. So but this guy has a ton of overall usefulness, guys. You can use Trident for pretty much anything. Just make sure if you use them in arena, you got you a squad that got decent BC production, alright? Because Trident still has one of the highest amounts of BC production required in freaking Brave Frontier history, but it's not impossible to achieve. So just have some decent units with some nice BC drop checks. You'll get at least his BB filled up, which is good enough. Alright, so but otherwise, Trident just has a ton of overall usefulness, and with his SBB now increasing the BC and AC drop rate by 30%, he's and that shield, I mean, Trident is the bee's knees, guys. Very, very, very good unit. I highly recommend you get your hands on him. And I highly recommend you max this unit out. Max to the max to the max. Sphere Frog, BB level, imps, so worth it. So worth it. This guy's so good. So all in all, Trident is a beast unit, like I said. High BC cost is really all you can hold against them somewhat. And with the 7 stars in their BC production, 59 even really isn't that bad. You can easily achieve that amount of BC production. Okay, so all in all, A+ unit with Trident. Absolutely, this guy's the bomb. Just like I said, be careful about his shield. Alright, it's actually not good to have it up in all situations. So that will pretty much wrap up this 7-star review, guys. If you wish to join the Facebook group, link down below in the description. Otherwise, thank you all for watching. Please continue to like, subscribe, favorite, share, comment, and everything else. And I'll be back at your screen with more Brave Frontier Global soon. Later, guys.